So Emmy, my super son is here with me today. Do you believe when I tell you God's presence is always with me, or you think Mama is just crazy?
No, I always believe.
You always believe? Aww.
Yeah.
Because he showed up for me 2 times today in 2 appointments. First, I dropped my daughter Julie off to hang out with a friend today. So as I dropped her off, she drove there, guys. My girl is a driver. I stayed in the driveway for a little bit having an appointment with God. And it was so many minutes past the hour. You know how I do it, Emmy. So many past the hour.
Yeah.
I go to that page of our family's website, We Roll With God. And it was about that time that me and you and Joshua were in the car. And I told you guys to say hi to God because he's always with us. And you guys asked me, Mom, is that for real? Because God really be in the car with us? And later on that night, I had an appointment with God. Not an appointment with God. I was having trouble sleeping. So I go to read Rich Roll's podcast. And look what it said, guys. That we can believe. He figured out a way to let us know that his presence was with us in the car. I didn't cut out the right thing, Emmy, but it was a Bel Air church all the way in California, and the pastor Drew said, we can't imagine that God is in the same car with us. And so that was his wink at me this morning. You know, he was in the car with me. I was having an overwhelming day. I said, God, what do you have to say to me in this moment? And he just found a way to reveal his presence in that car with me through that post showing up. You believe that, Emmy?
Yes.
And then, you know, every day I go for my run to my tree that I touch and I say, God, we're together, right? And so right next to the tree, I'm having an appointment with God. And look what shows up. The trees that don't ever complain that the moss growing on them. They don't ever complain about the moss growing on them, even though it's discoloring them, right? So I read that, Emmy, again, at so many minutes past the hour. I say, okay, God, what do you have to say to me under the tree? So for this to show up as I'm standing next to the tree with the moss discoloring, growing on side of it, Emmy. Was that God?
That's crazy.
He said, Nikki, wherever you are, there I am. Next to the tree, I'm there. In the car, I'm there. Wherever you go, Nick, I'm with you. And so, Emmy, that gives your mom super confidence that I can take on my life bravely, courageously, and joyously, baby, knowing that Emmanuel, God with us, that's your name, don't forget it. He's always, always, always with us. Wherever you go, he's with us, okay?
Yeah.
And so we can have peace and joy, and all we have to do is keep going through our life, keep asking one question to God. God, what can I do here in this moment to glorify you? What can I do to please you? And me showing up as the best mom, the best wife, the best person is how I feel I can live a life glorifying and pleasing to God. And I want the whole world with me, walking with God in every moment, being the loving, forgiving, gentle, going the extra mile, overboard, and excellent, doing our best in every moment. All for Papa God. Are you with me, Emmy?
Yeah.
And I love you so much. You guys are like the best kids in the whole world. So thank you. Peace.